Hitmaker, music mogul, a multi-million-dollar brand. But behind the doors of a US court, Diddy Combs is in the spotlight for a very different reason. Troubling allegations, some so outrageous and dark, they are hard to comprehend.
The eyes of the world have been on this Manhattan courthouse.
The baby-ols, the freak-offs. She said she had to perform a freak-off a week at least for years.
Diddy Combs, front and centre, making a love heart symbol with his hands. He's got a small army of defence lawyers. The team has cost him $15 million. The accused sex trafficker, presenting as the family man, dressed in light sweaters and blowing kisses to his mother and children in the public gallery. They've been in court each day this week.
Does Mr. Combs have any sympathy for Miss Ventura?
Peek inside Diddy's family's van and you see their own camera crew, fueling speculation they may be shooting a reality show. After all, this is the celebrity trial of the decade.
Week one of the United States versus Sean Combs, and there has already been bombshell after bombshell. Revelations about sex, drugs, violence, power and money. The star witness for the prosecution is a woman who once loved Diddy, his former long-term girlfriend, Cassie Ventura.
This was Cassie when she was 19 years old, a rising R&B singer who signed with Diddy's record label. He was 17 years her senior, but would romantically pursue his young star, and they started dating. Cassie, who is now married and is heavily pregnant, told the court this week he started controlling every element of her life. Her career, what she wore, he paid for rent and made her call him Pop Pop. Cassie agreed to participate in her first freak-off. She says Diddy had asked if she would sleep with a male prostitute while he watched, directed and filmed. When you're in love with someone, you don't want to disappoint them, she said. One of the escorts testified, claiming he was paid up to $9,000 each session. But as the years went on, Cassie alleges the drug-fueled freak-offs grew more violent and regular, happening once a week, and sometimes they'd last as long as 4 days. She says it became a job, telling the court there was no space to do anything else but to recover and just try to feel normal again.
Every session, she said you could go through about 10 bottles of baby oil. They're going through the big bottles. It's very important. Every 5 minutes they had to get glycerin back up.
Content creator Ota Ongo has been in court each day taking notes.
She was rubbing her belly, you know what I mean? She had the Kleenex to her eye, you know what I mean? Looked like she was really stressed.
Jurors gasped when they saw X-rated images of the freak-offs, and this shocking video from a LA hotel in 2016 has been played at least 5 times to the jury. Cassie told the court she was beaten by Combs for leaving a freak-off. She hadn't wanted to participate because she had a movie premiere coming up. The singer told the court she wore a long gown to cover bruises on her legs. A hotel security guard testified, claiming Diddy offered him a sack of money to not tell anyone about the incident. Cassie also testified Diddy raped her after their breakup in 2018.
The musician says she didn't leave the relationship because Diddy kept threatening to leak videos of the freak-offs. His lawyer admitted to the court that her client was guilty of domestic violence, but crucially, she said that he isn't guilty of sexual trafficking, and that is important because that is one of the federal crimes he's been charged with.
Diddy's longtime friend Charlucci Finney agrees.
How does the family feel having to listen to all of these allegations?
It's all, everybody's taking a little back, but it's like I said, we haven't heard everything yet.
In cross-examination, lawyers suggested Cassie wasn't forced to take part, and she even enjoyed the freak-offs.
The defence is really trying to prove that she chose to do all of this. She wasn't forced.
They was also trying to allege that she was like mutual combatants, like they both were violent to each other. This is the toxic relationship.
Before Diddy transformed the hip-hop world and rubbed shoulders with the likes of Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lopez and Justin Bieber, he was a boy from Harlem, and outside the Manhattan court he had many fans.
We love the music. Think about all the hits. Come on, man. I pray to God he get off, and it ain't really what they said he did.
The interest so great, curious court watchers queued overnight to be first in line to get into the public gallery.
I can't stand that mother.
Jamie's holding a spot for a mate.
Guy's paying me a little bit of bread to sit here.
The trial will drag on for up to 2 months, and at the end, the jury will decide Diddy's fate. A man who lived such an extravagant life and wielded extraordinary power and influence is staring down the prospect of life behind bars.
And it is so grubby, it's so salacious, but such an important trial.